Okay, so what's happened since the last tutorial? Well, about 25 seconds have passed and I've pressed the button to create a new recording. I'm now using ScreenFlow for my tutorials, much better, great investment, well worth it. I'm using ScreenFlick, which was brilliant, great recording capabilities, but I really wanted the editing functionality afterwards without having to then import the video and re-export it. So, eyes. Zoom in, we learned how to do that last time, remember? Eyes are a tricky thing. The best thing to do is actually just recreate them. So what we're going to do, we're going to create a new layer, which is this button here. It looks like a page folding away. Press that. If you hover over any button in Photoshop, it will tell you what it does. Create new layer. And we hit the M key, we get a Marque Selection tool, which is this tool here. But we want it to be circular. This is elliptical, not circular. So how do we make it circular? Hold down the shift. When you're holding down shift, it's going to be directly proportional and perfectly circular. What if we find out that we've actually started drawing this from the wrong place? Well, keep shift held down at all times, and now hold down the spacebar, and you can reposition it. Let go of the spacebar and you can scale again. Hold it down again and you can position it. And just position it so that you cover the whole circle. And then, over here, hold down shift, which is going to add another selection to the same layer. And then, let go of shift and hold it down again. And that's going to make it uniform again. And then we've got the same spacebar tool that we had. And that's looking pretty good already. Doesn't matter if it overlaps the eye. Not going to be a problem. And we just want to feather it a bit. So up here in our selection settings, we're going to feather it about 3 pixels. And then, what we're going to do with this is enhance them. So, the way I like to do that is we come back to our lowest layer, go enhance, adjust colour. Where is it? Where's it gone? Oh, it's in adjust lighting, it's in Photoshop Elements, so adjust lighting, and we're going to go levels. Make sure you've got your lowest layer selected. We've still got our selection, which is good. Darken them up a bit, and brighten them up a bit. Bring in the darkness. Now the way this works is that this represents your blacks and this represents your whites. Here are your output levels. So basically what we're saying is that any colour that's this grey and below will be outputted as black, and any colours that's this and above will be outputted as white. So it increases the contrast. We can mess around with our grey levels a bit as well. Then click here and come over to our blue channel, change the output levels of the black. That's going to give them a bit of blue. Come back to our RGB channel, kind of messing around a bit. Brilliant. Hit OK. Then if we hit Command D, it's going to deselect what we've just done. We've got a few problems up here, as you can see. And one thing that we also did, which I remember I told you never to do, is we edited our base layer. You always want to duplicate the layer before you're working on it. But luckily, Photoshop provides a history brush tool. If you scroll through, there's a few of them. Unless it's not provided in Photoshop Elements. Whoopsie. What we can do is use our clone brush again. So grab our clone tool. narrow it down a bit, Alt, click like that. And that's looking fabulous. We've got a nice looking ring around this eye, which is not what we want. So Photoshop has a blur tool, which is this silky looking thing here. We're just going to blur it. So just click and drag around the edge. That's just going to blend it in a bit better. And we got the same sort of problem here, so grab our clone stamp tool again. And there you go, she's got lovely looking eyes now. And what you actually want to do, go into our new layer that we created, and we're going to grab our brush tool. You might be familiar with this tool if you've ever used paint. Down here is our colour, change it to black, and basically the second colour gives you, say you're flicking between two colours a lot, you can then choose your second colour, say green, and then you just hit this button here to flick between the green and black. Just the black colour we've got. Okay, we've got lots of time. And get our brush inside here, make sure we've got the black selected, and just paint over the top. Come over to here, paint over the top. This is going to give us a nice thick black colour. And then to put the white back in, grab our elliptical marquee tool again. Remember what I told you, hold down shift to make it, and create a selection there, and hold down shift to add a new thing. You can even see a plus key has kind of showed up there. If you hold down Alt, you can subtract from your current selection. But we want to hold down shift, let go of shift and hold it down again, then use the spacebar to move your selection. So now we've got two patches, and then just going to grab our brush tool, set it to white. Remember our settings from earlier? Go back into our Marque Selection tool, we feathered it, turn off the feathering, set it to 0. Basically that means how it gives it a bit of fall off, so it sort of fades away. And still it's going to do that because it's very annoying. Just going to have to redraw these.
Lily Staff.
Oh, the girl we're working on is actually calling.
Lily Staff.
Hello? Hello? Yeah? Hello? Yeah, you alright? 1 second. Okay, so if we just zoom out here, you can see we've created some pretty cool eyes that go pretty well with our image. They do look a bit overly enhanced, but play around, see what you like, and I'll see you in part 3. In part 3 we're going to look at actually just enhancing the photo in general because it's not very well balanced, and we're also going to play with the lips. So thank you for watching, rate, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys soon.